Alright, y'all. We are live on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua the Messiah. As usual, if we can get 750 likes on this stream, we will be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. So make sure to like the video, make sure to share the video on myspace.com and all the other cool little things that you kids are into these days. Being a boomer myself, it's hard for me to get into these social media applications. We'll be live momentarily. If you guys can do me a favor, I just tweeted out the video on my Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Jason_Casper, all lowercase. Retweet the tweet. It'll help get some traffic into the video. It'll help us get the Bitcoin giveaway, y'all. Shout out to Waleed Sarwari. Shout out to Daily Dose of Crypto and Davin Gair. Shout out to Bar None Off Grid. Shout out to Jeffrey Aldaz. And Corey Joe, who's long from 37100. Let's go. Alright, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Blessings to everybody. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, I do pray everybody is super blessed. Guys, make sure to FOMO into the like button. This is the Jason Casper like button index, and as you can see right now, it is super bullish. This is a great trade setup. I usually don't give calls live on the internet, but you can see you have a very good risk to reward ratio. We only have to risk this much in order to potentially make this juicy gain, longing to break out right into the resistance, guys. Definitely a great move. If we can get 750 likes, we will be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. All right, so speaking of Bitcoin, let's get into what is happening right now locally on the Bitcoin chart, because we do have some nice volatility finally. After 2 days of confused butt cheeks on Market Cipher B, I was starting to need to go to the psych ward, because honestly, guys, we were getting some signals on Market Cipher B, and I was like, what the heck is going on? I'm getting these signals. Things aren't really happening. I'm seeing the butt cheeks. What is going on, right? We have some confused butt cheeks. And if anyone's new to the channel, what is a butt cheek? A butt cheek, uneven butt cheeks are where you have a divergence on Market Cipher B, where you have a very juicy left butt cheek followed by a not so juicy right butt cheek. And usually when we get these things, they are very, very powerful signals. You can see right here, even on the 3-hour time frame, you can see very clearly that we did have the uneven butt cheek pattern here on Market Cipher B, and we had the very juicy left butt cheek followed by the not so juicy right butt cheek. And when we take out our measurement tool, and this is the key to technical analysis, we measure the butt crack to find out that there is about 2 days and 18 hours of crack. And you're thinking to yourself, 2 days and 18 hours of butt crack? No wonder you needed to end up in the psych ward, Jason Casper. You're expecting a big move to the downside and nothing happened. Well, the thing is, I did get into a short from here, and it was a scary short, guys. I'm not going to lie. I was holding it all this time right from the top. The reason I shorted from there is simply because we had the uneven butt cheeks. And if we come over to the VIP Discord, this was one of the short setups that I was looking to take to short the chickens drinking water potential trade setup from right about that 39.1-ish area, 39.1 to 39.2, right in here, okay? And so that's pretty much exactly what did happen. We came up to about 39.2, almost 39.3, and I took a short from there, and it ended up being a very, very, very juicy short. I'm actually in 2 positions from there. And then we dropped all the way down this morning, fell right through a support. And where are we currently getting a little bounce from right now? We have this interesting Confluence right down here. It's a Confluence sandwich with a side of moon fries. And basically what happened here is we have an anchored VWAP from the very low of the range that we've been trading since the 21st of January. The anchored VWAP tool, you can find that if you come over here to trend line tools, go ahead and click that, come down to anchored VWAP, and it's basically just a VWAP like you would see on Market Cipher SR or any other VWAP, but it's a very fixed area. So I'm taking it from this low to our current price action. We also have a golden pocket coming in right here. And this was one of the trade setups that I gave this morning, one of the potential Bitcoin scalp trades that was given in the VIP Discord this morning. We can see that the long trade I was looking at right here was from the Confluence. We had the high volume node here, we had a naked point of control here, we have the VWAP here, we have the golden pocket here, and I was looking to front run that golden pocket just a little bit because we had the VWAP. And so I am now currently in a long from that area, and I know a lot of people are long as well from this area. Just locked in some decent profits on this one, guys. It doesn't look like much on the 1 hour time frame, but if you're scalping this, you can make some nice profits in these small little moves. By the way, if anyone wants to get into the VIP Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. This is a community of traders in here. It's all about learning, building each other up. You will not find a toxic environment here. If you've been around the Discord trading space and you feel like you've been beaten down and worn out and trashed and scattered, well, this could be the place for you. You can check it out, patreon.com/Jason Casper. This is my entry for the short. And yes, so what is going to happen now? Because, you know, the corn has been doing some strange things for the past few days, really trading sideways. And so I want to go back in time a little bit, and I want to expand our view over here, look at things from a different perspective over here, because we're at a very intense situation right now. Bitcoin is, if we go to a higher term time frame, maybe go to the 3-day time frame and turn off some of these things right here. I'm going to go ahead and put these in a little folder called group 2, turn it off, and I am going to now go to a very high time frame and zoom out and take a look at some of the things that are going on. Bitcoin right now is coming to, and we've been talking about this for a while now, a very important area of resistance slash support, which is this right here. You can see that we have this box, and this box has been a very clear resistance all the way back last year, and then it was resistance again, and then it was resistance all through the summer until we flipped it into support, and it acted as support 4 times before we lost it. And when we lost this crucial support, I was actually and still am expecting much lower. But when we look at some of the higher term timeframes like the weekly, we can see that the market Cipher B is starting to give us a wave to the upside. Now, this doesn't mean we've bottomed out. What this means, in my opinion, is sooner or later we need to have a relief rally. This morning, when I logged into my trading accounts, I had realized P&L in my long positions that I did not take out. Why? Because funding is now favoring longs. My short trades that were open, okay, I went in there and had negative P&L for the day. Why? Because I had to pay the funding fee on my short trades. That means I'm getting paid just to hold a long right now, which means there's more shorts in the market than longs. And potentially, look at all these shorts that need to be punished here. Okay, I find it very unlikely that you still have leverage traders that are long from maybe down in this area that haven't closed out their positions. If they haven't, then what the heck are you waiting for while you're still in some profits? But we have all these short trades that really do need to get punished here. And so it wouldn't surprise me if we do get a relief rally up to the upside at some point. But we are in a very clear downtrend, and what we've been doing is we have been putting in a sideways range, losing the range to the downside, putting in a sideways range, losing it to the downside, and we've literally been doing that since the 11th of November. Remember, before December comes November, and on the 11th, that's when we started to dump down big time. So the question on everyone's mind is, are we going to break down from this range that we're trading, or are we going to break up out of it? Now, before I talk about it, because I'm going to talk about the very important things that I am looking for, we need to first understand that if we do want to have a relief rally that is substantial, meaning we come back above 45,000, we need to come above 44,000. Now, you might be saying, well, of course we need to come above 44,000 to get to 45,000, and you'd be right. Just speaking about ordinal numbers, I mean, that's just common sense, right? Well, I don't know what they're teaching kids in school nowadays, but when I was a kid, numbers were in consecutive order. So here's the thing. The reason we need to come above 44K is because that's the only way we can actually put in a higher high on the daily time frame, on a higher term time frame. If we don't come above 44K, we will still be in the downtrend. So that is something to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind is we really need to come above this green box. Inside this green box, not only is it a very, very clear level of support resistance flip that anybody with 2 eyes can see, but it is also a Fibonacci golden pocket from the swing high of the previous range to the low that we put in recently. Okay? Very important that we understand these are powerful fib levels. Something else I want to bring to your attention quickly is the fact that if we take a look at the volume that the old Bitcoin traded for the year, we can see that we have actually, here, let me actually just show you, even though my computer is so slow. It is so slow right now. What is going on? I apologize for the slowness, guys. I do. So, you know, if we take it from the 1st of January, 2020, and we drag it to our current day, we can see that we have officially come back to backtest the value area low and have rejected off of it. This is very key right here. This is very key. Why is this key? Because if we're going off value area theory, this is basically saying that, excuse me there, if the price of Bitcoin comes above the value area, there's a very high chance that it will come back in. And if it comes below the value area, there's also a very high chance that it will come back in. When we are trading below the value area, it is a resistance. And when we are trading above the value area, it is a support. And so right now we have lost that value area, come back for a painful retest, and have rejected from it. So this is a little bit bearish in my opinion, guys. Now, that's not to say we're not going to have a longer time that we spend over here. I mean, the last time we did that, we ranged forever before finally coming back into it. That's still on the table. But the fact that we didn't just come right back into it, at least in my mind, is kind of bearish. Now, I want to zoom in onto a lower time frame and take a look at some of the key areas of support and resistance that personally I am aware of. So, we did in fact come down to a very key level right here, which was the July point of control, right? And in fact, I am in a swing long position from there in the potential Bitcoin swing trade setup channel. This was one of the setups that we were looking at over here a few weeks ago, where we were looking to potentially make a higher low on this macro time frame right here and take a long right from that point of control. We were watching this level, and so I am in a long from this level. I'm actually in 2 long positions from this exact level down here. But there's 2 things right now that I am considering. Okay, number 1 is we do continue to range here, and we have come to the high very clearly. And scenario 1 is we come back down to the low of the sideways range, but we put in a higher low. And if we put in a higher low, to me that is very bullish, because this is now showing that potentially we are going to be changing market structure. It's our first sign that we are changing market structure, because we are not putting in a lower low, we're putting in a higher low. Okay, that's scenario number 1. Scenario number 2 is we are going to lose this range altogether and put in a lower low. So here are the very important areas that I am personally looking at. Boom. Okay, we have right here something that is quite interesting. It is quite interesting. And let me turn back on this anchor VWAP here and this box so that we kind of have some orientation of where we're at in the market. You can see here that we also do have a value area of the range that we've been trading. And during the past few days, when I had to go almost into the psych ward because I saw all these confused butt cheeks here, and sweet man, my soul take profit just got hit. Shout out to everybody in the VIP Discord who took that soul trade. I know my bot took the soul trade. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Let me just move my stop loss to my entry. That's the way you got to do it. Stop loss to the entry. Poof, man, my Bitcoin long right now is on fire, baby. So, it's on fire, baby. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so what is happening right here? You can see that we came up above that value area high. Okay, we got a chickens drinking water trade. What is that? What does that mean? A chickens drinking water trade is basically, normal people call it a swing failure pattern. But as a homesteader, hardworking American kind of guy, I call it a chickens drinking water trade. It's because if you go to a website called youtube.com and you take a look at a video of chickens drinking water, let's check it out here. Chickens drinking water. You will see that by the way, shout out to Crypto Yacht. You will see that the way a chicken drinks water is a very similar way to the price behaving when we get a swing failure pattern. So basically what a swing failure pattern is you will have a previous wick, a previous high in a sideways range, and then you will have a candle come up just above that high, looking like it's going to break out of the resistance, but then the candle closes below that high with bearish divergences on market Cipher B. When that happens, that is called a chickens drinking water trade setup. The reason is because the chicken's beak is the price, the previous high is the water, and when a chicken drinks water, you will see that she sticks her beak into the water very fast. Now remember, the chicken's beak is the price, and the water is the previous high. So watch what the chicken does. She's going to take her beak and stick it into the water, and then really quick, she laps out really, really quick. Okay? See how she does that? That is exactly how the price behaves when we get a chicken drinking water trade setup. So we shorted it from up here, and you know, hanging out here, not knowing what's going to happen, and then boom, this morning we get a drop. And if there's one thing I've learned from this, it's don't trust the 4-hour uneven butt cheek pattern on market Cipher B. Look at this. Yesterday, this signal right here, this signal on market Cipher B on the 4-hour is a super powerful signal that we're going to get some kind of a drop. And the reason why it's so powerful is because if you ever see a divergence on the 4-hour time frame market Cipher B, where price is making a higher high and momentum is making a lower high, this is, in my opinion, one of the most surefire bearish signals that you could see when it comes to getting a move to the downside. Okay, and the reason why I say it's so bearish is because I cannot think of a single time in my life where I've seen this and we didn't get follow through, right? I can't think of a time that we did not get follow through. Sorry guys, I have to adjust my stop loss on my Bitcoin long position here. And so we got that drop, and it was a really nice drop, okay? And so these are the main levels basically. Now that we are below this high volume node, the center point of the range, it is very likely that we make our way back down to the value area low of the range. Now there's 3 major levels I'm keeping my eyes on. The first level is of course the level that I just took a long from right now. We have this box at about 36,900, give or take, all the way down to like 36,800. Why is this so important? Because it's the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from this swing low down here to the swing high we put in where the chickens drank. And also it is a anchor VWAP, and also I don't have it on the chart, but we do have a naked point of control right here. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, we can see that naked point of control if we come over here to a volume profile chart, and yep, see right down here, and we just kind of missed it. We have a naked daily point of control from 2 days ago. We also have the previous week point of control right in this area, right? So we came down to a very nice area to potentially look for a long, and you can see we just missed some of those areas, but that's why I have it. That's why I have it as a whole box of support right here. Now, if we lose that, we do have a fib level down here at the 0.88 fib that is from also this swing low to the swing high. And if I'm not mistaken, and I might be mistaken, let me see. We also do have in that area the 0.5 fib from the low to the high. So there is some confluence down here. It's also the value area low. So if we lose this level here, then I'm going to be looking down to this area. Now, if we lose that level, of course, we have the golden pocket from the swing low to the swing high. And so those are pretty much the 3 main levels. If we lose this golden pocket, then I think we're going to come back down and test the low. And potentially I'm looking to put in, like I said before, a higher low here, because if that's the case, where we have this initial low and we come up and then we come down and we put in a higher low, then potentially that could be an actual start of a bullish market structure. Now, where are the major resistances that I am currently looking for? Because as I was saying earlier in the video, we do have that extremely important area of resistance above us, which is simply the golden pocket retracement from the swing high of the previous range to where we're currently putting in a low. And you can see that's coming in at around 40K. That $40,000 level is very important. So until I will not consider this this range officially broken out of until we actually come up to the $42,000 area. And the reason is because, first of all, we do have the golden pocket, which lines up very nicely with these previous lows. And then we have to come above this high volume node at around 42K. And if we can come above this high volume node, to me, that is actually very bullish. If we can come above 42,000 and hold above there and not reject from there, then I will actually be considering a relief rally that we could see go up pretty high. When I say pretty high, I'll show you exactly what I'm thinking, because there are some very specific areas that we should be looking for if we actually are going to get this so-called relief rally. Okay, now first of all, we've got this. Okay, no, not that. Is it this? Yes, we have this, right? we have this, we have the volume pull from the whole year of 2021. If we take the fib from the swing high to the swing low, you can see that we've got the golden pocket coming in at around 55, 56, Confluence with that high volume node. If we go ahead and turn on the 382, we can also see that we have the 382 coming in at about 47K, and we have Confluence also with this high volume node, this chunk of volume right here. Okay, so again, the order of operations need to be, we need to come above 42, because that is the major area of resistance that we have above us. And if we can come above 42, then I am actually going to be targeting 47. If we come above 47, I will be targeting like the $55,000 to $57,000 area. And this, in my opinion, is not really the bottom, okay? Even though we had this very interesting channel here, where if we take it from here to here, and then we take it down to here. Wow. Red channels. I don't like red. Hang on, guys. This is very important. We need to make it green. And that middle point, well, we'll make it white. Okay? We'll make it white. Now, not only do we have this channel here that we perfectly bounced off of, I mean, this was such a juicy long position. I made a video yesterday about how I longed it right from the exact bottom. You could check it out. It's called The Only Day Trading Strategy You Will Ever Need. Walks you through step by step the way I trade. And actually, it's a pretty good, I mean, it's a pretty good video if I do say so myself, right? Perfect trade entries, step by step guide. This video right here is really, really nice if you want to find out how to get those juicy trades. It's funny because I got a comment, someone saying, oh yeah, right. You really took all those trades from the exact bottom and from the exact top. Well, yeah, I did. And this video will show you how I did it for free. So make sure to like this video, make sure to like that video. And also, guys, if you do want to learn how I trade, you can check out jasoncaspertrading.com. There's a 20% discount in the description, but this course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident and profitable trader if you take this information and internalize it and stick to it. Of course, this is not financial advice, paper trading only. As I always say, I'm a high school dropout idiot with a Pikachu hat, crooked glasses. If you do mistake this for financial advice, let this face be forever burned into your consciousness to stand as a testimony against you on the day when you are totally broke, because if you consider this financial advice, not only will you lose all your Bitcoin, you'll lose all your Ethereum, all your Tether, all your USDC, you're going to lose your wallet, you're going to lose your keys, someone's going to slash your tires and key your car, it's going to need to get a new paint job, you're going to slip on black ice, you're not going to get hurt, but your car's going to get totaled, you're not going to be able to go to work, you're going to lose your cell phone, you won't be able to call your boss to tell her that you're going to be late to work, she's going to fire you because you've had already too many no calls, no shows. Now you're going to have no job, no car, no phone, no wallet, no keys, no Bitcoin, no Tether, no Ethereum. Your girlfriend's going to dump you because you're totally broke and have no job. And then what? All because you thought this was financial advice, right? This is not financial advice. I don't even trade real money. I'm a paper trader. I'm a paper trader only, guys. So, okay, here we go. Here we go. Back to the charts. Why do I think this is not necessary? Well, okay, is this the bottom, guys? It really depends. It really depends. There's a chance that this could be the bottom, but if we go to a higher time frame, like maybe the weekly, we see something extremely bearish, okay? Bearish in the long term, bullish in the short term. Bullish in the short term because look at this weekly VWAP. As we are coming down to perfectly test this support. The last time we perfectly tested this support, what did the weekly VWAP, or what did the weekly market Cipher B momentum wave do? As we touched it, the very next week, we started to print a green dot, okay? Right now, we tested it last week. This week, it looks like any second we could actually print a green dot. We do not print green dots on the weekly in vain, guys. Every single green dot in the weekly, we have gotten some kind of move to the upside. But here's the thing. Green dot in the weekly during a downtrend usually means a relief rally followed by another dumperoni and cheese, okay? And so what I am kind of expecting here is that we do get our relief. maybe even up to the $47,000 level. And then boom, we crash down, because what could happen is we could get something like this as the money flow curves into the red on the weekly. Now, money flow is very powerful on Market Cipher B. Very, very powerful on Market Cipher B. In fact, I've gotten into the juiciest trades just by looking at the money flow. Because if the money flow is diverging, okay, meaning price is making higher highs as we see here, and money flow is making lower highs, that means it is a top signal. Okay, it is a top signal. Example A would be on a lower time frame. Okay, let's go to a lower time frame and look at what we witnessed before the drop that we had just this morning. What happened? We had momentum and money flow getting lower on the 3-hour as we put in a higher high. Boom, we drop. Now, this is on a small term time frame, so the drop is small, but proportionately, guys, proportionately, if we go back to the Bitcoin all-time high at about 69,000 buckaroonies, smackaroonies, US dollars backed by pure 100% gold that we actually have, okay? If we go back to the all-time high, we can see that we saw momentum and money flow coming down as price is making a higher high, and this was the initiation of the plummet down to Sheol, where the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed Bitcoin and his entire household alive down into Sheol. Okay, look at this plummet. And actually, I think we might even be in Tartarus. Now, according to Greek mythology, Tartarus is as low below Hades as Hades is below the earth. All right, so we're low. But my point is, we are now seeing this on the weekly time frame. And if the 3-hour time frame can result in this, which we've had so far, okay, a 51% drop, what could the weekly time frame do? It wouldn't surprise me if we have another 50% drop. And what we want to see is this, okay? We want to see the reverse uneven butt cheeks. Now, everyone knows I talk about the uneven butt cheeks where you have the juicy one on the left and the skinny one on the right. Okay, but now on the weekly time frame, if we can get the reverse uneven butt cheeks, where you have the juicy butt cheek on the right-hand side, and nice and big and nice and round, and the ravioli is flowing out of the butt cheek, and then the left-hand side is that skinny old lady at the diner who smokes too much with the Brooklyn accent, all right? Now, what I'm talking about over here is if we can get the skinny butt cheek over here on the right, followed by the big old juicy one on the left for the ravioli, all right? That could be the actual bottom signal. Because if we have a juicy old right butt cheek, and on the daily time frame we're getting a bullish divergence, that could really be something that would mark a bottom. And here's why I say that. If we go to the weekly time frame and we take a look at the bottom over here, well, this was a classic anchor trigger wave kind of deal right here. This was the classic anchor trigger wave. But let me actually go to a different chart where we can see more we can see more historical informations about the corn, like the BLX chart. Okay, after the 2018 dump, right? Look what happened. We printed. Okay, just like what we did now, right? We printed weekly green dots, but it wasn't until we got the mother of all green dots on the weekly, right? Where the money flow had gone into the purple. That's where the real reversal began. Okay, that's where is the real reversal began. That was the bottom of the bear market. Okay, and when we did get these green dots on the weekly, yeah, we had some significant moves to the upside, right? I mean, even in the middle of the bear market, we ended up with a 43% move to the upside on a relief rally. Multiple times we had 50-40% moves to the upside. So that's why I'm expecting a significant move to the upside, followed by another move to the downside. And where are we going to bottom out here? Well, there's a few possibilities. Possibility number one would be that we just retest the old bull market high at around 20K. If we pull out some fibs, I do think it's interesting to literally pull out a fib retracement from the total bottom where Bitcoin was 1 penny to the all-time high here. And hang on, from the 1 cent Bitcoin to the all-time high Bitcoin, and we do see that we have the golden pocket coming in right about $26,000. Very interesting, right? And if we put on our 786, that is coming in right about 15K. Now, why is this so interesting? Why are these levels so interesting? These three levels are very interesting because, first of all, a golden pocket is a very reactive area. And 24 to 26K is an area where I feel like we could actually find our bottom here. That is another 24% move. Now, if we get a 50% move to the downside, that will actually take us down to this 14K level. Why do I think that's so interesting? The reason I think it's so interesting is because historically, after we have a bull market top, we have a move to the downside, and then we have a relief rally, and then from the relief rally, we come down another 50 or 60%. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it is just interesting that the next major area of resistance or support that we have after this 20K is going to be around that 14K area. So these are like the three main areas we could potentially bottom out. Now, I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news, guys. I'm really not. But we have to remember the fact that literally 2 years ago, Bitcoin was $3,000. So if we retrace down to 14K from $3,000 in 2 years, that's still a massive gain. And so we need to put this into perspective, and we need to be prepared for all things, right? Now, this is macro term time frame right now. I mean, the thing is, guys, I'm a scalper, right? I love to scalp. I love to day trade. I like to swing trade as well. But, when we're looking at these high time frames, it's important that we reel it back in and say, okay, these are long-term ideas, but in the short term, what actually affects me right now? In the short term, what affects you right now is knowing how to find good key areas of support and resistance and taking trades accordingly. For example, the what is going on right here? Hang on. This is not the chart I want. What chart did I have on a second ago? Was it this? Is it that? Was it this? No. Oh man, now I'm flopping and groping, guys. I don't even know what chart I had on. Anymore. Well, long story short, guys, if we know that we can be looking for short trades up here, and if we know that we can be looking for long trades down here, then it doesn't matter what happens to the price of Bitcoin, because we can capitalize on the movements in the market regardless of what happens, right? And if you want to learn how to do that, check out the 20% discount on the course. You'll learn how to be confident in your trades. This is everything I wish I had known before I started trading. Someone could sit me down and tell me everything I needed to know. This would be it. You're always confident. You always have a plan. You're always relaxed. And you know exactly where you're going to enter. You know where your stop loss should be, where your take profit should be. You always have a plan. Strategies that have been tested, risk management mindset. Check out the 20% discount in the description, guys. Let me pop back over to my ByBit chart here, and it's a little frustrating that I don't have the TA that I had on the chart a second ago, because what happened to it? You know what I'm saying? That's what happens, I guess. I guess that's what happens when you're trading charts. By the way, guys, make sure to FOMO into the video. This is the Jason Casper like button index. As you can see, super bullish. Definitely long the resistance. Definitely long into resistance right here. Definitely long the breakout. Because look, we broke out and we came back down for the retest, and now we're coming back to that resistance. Definitely an awesome risk to reward ratio. Yeah, I mean, people say that this is a bad risk to reward ratio, but I mean, come on, guys, we're only risking 110% of our trading capital on this position. It's really not that big of a deal to lose 100% of your money, right? Am I right or am I right? Am I right or am I right? Am I wrong or am I right? Guys, make sure to FOMO into the like button. Make sure to share the stream on Twitter also. You can follow me on Twitter at Jason_Casper, all lowercase. It would help out a lot if you retweet the video, retweet the tweet that I tweeted, so we can all tweet in our Twitter together with the WAP. What? I don't know. Let's pop into the chat here and see if we have any questions. Let's see. Shout out to Aaron Grierson. Shout out to Adam Duran. Shout out to Creepy Joe. It's been a while, my friend. Creepy Joe. It's been a while, my friend. How's it going in the house? The White House, the fake White House. How's it going in there, man? Shout out to Hatrick. And shout out to Kushal Rathi, who says, I saw your video is the bottom in. You have a question. Should the people do who bought the alts at the top? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I cannot answer that question. But I can give you some advice, non-financial, of course. Never, ever enter into any kind of coin, spot, or leverage if you don't have a plan, my friend. Because if you do, I guarantee you will end up in the YouTube comments asking what you should do. The truth is, nobody can give you an answer right now. Nobody can. You could sell it now, and then the price could pump, and you could have ended up losing out on gains. Or you could sell it now, and the price could dump, and you could buy back cheaper, right? But the thing is, we don't know what's going to happen. So if you don't have a plan, and you just bought a whole bunch of coins for the heck of it, I can't, and nobody can give you advice. You're gambling. You are hoping and gambling. And one of the main reasons I have this YouTube channel is to get rid of hope and gamble and help people actually make informed decisions on their buys and their sells. So yeah. How's the small account challenge going? It's going good, Ben. I stopped doing it myself, and I've been having my trading bot do it. And by the way, guys, the trading bot is in beta testing right now. We have 25 people beta testing this bot. This bot right now is killing it, guys. Look at this. Today, it just took a trade with me on Bitcoin. Also took a trade with me on Sol and Bitcoin. This is the bot that is actually trading for me, right? I'm also trading myself, but this bot trades my plans for me. If I go to my Discord and I come over here to the potential trade setup channels, then let's see. Let's go to for example, the Bitcoin scalp trade channel right here. If I have a potential setup like this, then if I get my confirmations, the bot will take the trade for me. It will take profit 1, stop loss to entry. It is a very cool machine, guys. It's a very cool machine. And so this is going to be available exclusively in the VIP Jason Casper crew over at patreon.com. But it's not available yet. It's only in beta testing, guys. Beta testing. And this bot is absolutely killing it. It's killing it. People are doing very well trading with this bot right now. And I'm very excited to have it. So, yes, sir. Make sure to like the video, guys. We have almost 500 people in here and only 200 likes. If you got any sort of value, just give the video a like. If we can get 750 likes, I will be giving away the 0.025 Bitcoin. Shout out to Jonathan, who's been using the 0.818 and 0.919 fibs. That's pretty cool. Shout out to Zaire Johnson. He might change his name to Cheek Peeper. That's funny. What is the Anchor VWAP? The Anchor VWAP is just a VWAP, but you can pull it from a specific place. So let me show you. If I want to take a look at the Jason Casper like button, I can come over here to Trendline Tools, and at the very bottom there is an Anchor VWAP, and this is just going to give you a VWAP from a place you pick. So let's say I want to see what it was like from the Corona dump to the all-time high. Well, we can see we've got it coming in right down here. So even if you long the top for the Jason Casper like button, you're definitely going to get a huge bounce off this anchored VWAP. And, you know, that's exactly what did happen with Bitcoin right here. We did get that bounce off of the anchored VWAP. And speaking of that, you know, this is actually looking pretty nice because remember, we do have a zone of support down here, and we're potentially setting ourselves up for a pair of uneven butt cheeks on the 12-minute time frame. So if we get something like this, as we come down to the area of the, let's see, right here, if we come down to this area right here, that can't be right. Hang on. Need to find a lower low from this one. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go, right? If we come down a little bit lower here into the golden pocket, right? Because remember, I lost my chart, but we do have a box of support down here. If we come down lower and we get the uneven butt cheekeronis on the 12-minute time frame, well, that is extremely bullish, guys. That is extremely bullish, right? If we drop down here and we've got this on the 12-minute and we come down to the 6 minute and we got that same thing coming on right here, and we come down to the uno minute, right? And we got something like that also going on here, where, you know, we got the cheeks coming up. That is that's a good entry. That is a good entry in my mind, guys. Hey, not financial advice, high school dropout, paper trader only. Paper trader only. And in fact, it's true, guys. It is true. I did give the public service announcement this morning in the Discord here that Jason Casper does not trade real money. He exclusively paper trades. Trading real money is very risky, and it can ruin your whole day, or worse. Jason Casper does not advocate, nor does he condone trading with real money, because the goal of life is to avoid all risks. If there is a possibility, for example, that you might get sick, you should close down your business. You should cover all your airways, every opening to your body, stay at home, and just eat processed foods on the couch. If there's a possibility that you might get offended by something that somebody else says, then what you should do is create a safe space and surround yourself with like-minded people so that you have a comfy echo chamber of comfort. And in the same way, guys, in the same way, because there's a possibility that you could lose money trading, do not trade with real money, okay? Do not do it. Do not do it. And again, this is who I am. You should never listen to a man like this. Never. Who shows you pictures of uneven butt cheeks, and when you ask him a question, a serious question, he's like, I don't know, it depends. It depends. Yeah. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Let's see. Shout out to all 300 likers of the video. D's Nuts, can you use the bot if you're subscribed to the VIP? In the future, there will be an opportunity to do that. Shout out to the Sorensen family channel. May God bless you in Jesus' name. How's the current long doing? I don't know. I have my stop loss at the entry, and I've taken like half of the position out, so I don't know. Let's take a quick look. Looks like it's coming down a little bit, but like I said, there's one of two things. Either we are going to get another trigger wave here and this money flow will cross up, or I think we could come down and get uneven cheeks on the 12-minute, which would be nice for another move to the upside. I don't know, or we could just lose the support. I have no idea. What I do is I just wait for price to come to a level. If I see the confirmations, then I just enter the trade. That's how I do it. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm a horrible predictor, but I'm good at doing what's there in the moment. That's what I do. I'm a moment trader. Moment by moment. Let's see. How did I know how to take how did I know to take the long 1 hour ago? Well, the reason I knew to take long 1 hour ago is because Iki Weekly sent me the signal. Shout out to anyone who knows what I'm talking about. When we are looking at the, well, first of all, I had the level, right? I had the level. That's step number one to all my trades, is the level. So I had the level right here from 37,106 was the level, down to 36.7-ish. That was the level. So I'm waiting for price to come to the level. When we lost the daily, the next place I was looking for was this level, okay? Because that's just my trading plan. Basically, my trading plan is if we don't see anything good here, I look down to here. If we don't see anything good here, I look down to here, right? And so as we come to the level, we are looking for signs of bullishness, okay? So what do we see as we come down to the level? Uneven butt cheeks on the 6-minute time frame, right? Let's go back in time to see what we saw as we officially bottomed out here. As we bottomed out, whoop, I went back too far. But even still, as we're coming down to touch the anchored VWAP, we have uneven butt cheeks on Mark Cipher. Now, am I expecting to go to 100K from here? Heck no. Money flow's coming down. But we see the uneven cheeks on the 6-minute time frame. We go to the 3-minute time frame. What do we see? Uneven butt cheeks. We go to the 1-minute time frame. This was the cheek clencher for me on the 1-minute time frame, guys. On the 1-minute time frame, as we do come down to our level, look at this. Look at this, right? As we really come down to here, now we see, even on the 1 minute, the uneven cheeks, double BitBoy green dot, okay? That is a nice confirmation. When you see on the 6-minute time frame and down like that, that really is a nice confirmation. So that's how I know how to enter. Am I expecting the whole world here? Heck no. And I have to be honest with you guys, I was even hoping we came down a little bit lower into the golden pocket, okay? I was hoping we came down a little bit lower into the golden pocket. Can you guys hear me peeing in the background? Shout out to John, who's making some paper money today. Shout out to Crypto Rude Boy. Shout out to Crypto Rude Boy for the shout out. Pete Martin, it did come down to the level in the Discord, my friend. Look at the Discord. Look at the level that is given here. The this is a whole zone, right? We have to look at all these things. We got the VWAP, we got the 618, and we got the naked point of control. And the actual level right here, 37,106, is we always want to look. If we have a zone, we have to look and make sure that, you know, the actual naked point of control could get front run here because we have the VWAP, right? We just have to be aware. We always have to be aware. If you look at the trade setups I give, I'm always kind of front running things because, you know, you can still have a good entry even if it's not at the exact level. So we just have to be aware, and we have to be watching and waiting as price comes down to it. You know, we have to be watching and waiting. But it does take experience. I'm not gonna lie, it takes experience. But you will get it for sure, absolutely 100%. And there will be plenty of other trades as well. Yes, that's right, everybody. Like the stream on the stream. You can hear the stream in the background. Go ahead and like my stream. And share my tweet, guys. Share the video. That'd be wonderful. Let's see. What do you guys think? Most people are short. A few people are schlong. I'm literally in the juiciest schlong of my life. Shout out to Duper. I am in the juiciest schlong of my life, guys, because I am literally, no joke. I am, no joke, in a long from right down here, and in a short from right up here. So I'm long from here, short from here. No matter what happens now, I'm gonna be making me some money. You know what I'm saying? Already have taken profits out, have already moved the stop loss to the entry or above the entry. For this case, I'm pretty sure I have it just at my entry so that I can add to the position if we put in a higher low. But even if it gets stopped out, I will still have made money on it, which is the best. I have to be honest with you guys. The 3-hour does look like we could come down more here. The 3-hour really looks like we could come down more here. I would not be surprised if we do come back down to the low of the range, right? Where we do something like this. And then get our move to the upside. I would not be surprised. Kevin, the profit area for the long I'm in is as high as we can go. I'm just going to be taking profits out along the way. But right now, I've taken out profits, and I've taken out profits as we came up to the high of this range, and I'm basically just going to keep the trade open in case we break out from here. And then I'll still have a long open from the bottom. But if we do come back down to the low of the range, I will be looking to add to it at the key levels of support that I lined out in the beginning of the stream. What is the best strategy for somebody who has a lot of time and can look at the charts all day? I would say scalping and day trading, but that's just me. Some people prefer swing trading, even if you have all day, and you will have a lot more time. But definitely you can get in some good scalp trades if you have all day to look at the charts, and you just have to really understand your chart and what you're looking for. How do you make money schlonging, says Laurel. The way you make money schlonging is you get into a long position at the low, take out partial profits. Uh-oh, something's happening, guys. 12-minute money flow cross. 12-minute money flow cross on Market Cipher B. Don't mess with the 12-minute money flow cross, guys. What is happening right now? Is this real? Wait a second. This is still in replay mode. Interesting. So money flows crossing to the upside. This is not something to be taken lightly, guys. Because, you know, last time money flow crossed the upside on the 12-minute, we had a tiny little pump before a massive dump. But no, I'm kidding. Usually, the 12-minute money flow is actually a good indicator that I use to take trades, right? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. One of the main things that kept me in this short position from up here as we are flopping and groping is the money flow coming down on the 12-minute. That is really what kept me in this short. I'm not even kidding. In fact, one of the main things that really made me want to take this short was not only did we have the massive bearish div on the 12-minute with the momentum waves, but the money flow. If you see a breakout happening where you're breaking out, right? And all of a sudden you're watching a whole bunch of emergency breakout videos on the YouTubes, and you see the money flow coming down, it's a fake out. I'm telling you. So the way you make money schlonging is you simply do this. You enter a position from right here. You take out profits. I didn't really take much profit out of the trade here. I had a take profit right here at this previous low, and then I took a little profit out right here as well. And now I'm just not going to take any profit out of the trade and hold it in case we all dump all the way back down. So I've already made money on the trade. I've made money on it. If the trade gets stopped out now, if we come back up here to my entry and I get stopped out all the way up here, guess what? I made money. Great. Or I could close it earlier if I see we're really going to pump. Now, meanwhile, this short is open and it's already locked in profit, meaning no matter what happens, I'm not going to close that trade with less money in my account than when I opened it. Now, I'm also long from right down here. Okay, now this trade as well, I've taken profits out along the way. I took out a big chunk of profit when we got up to this high, and I took out a big chunk of profit when we got up to this high. And this high, by the way, was an epic short trade that I took as well. And so now I'm just holding the long. I'm just holding it, right? Because here's the thing. I'm long from here. If we go to a big term time frame, maybe this is the low, and I'm just going to keep holding it. If we break out of the range, I've still got about half the position open, which is going to make me a lot of money. And so now whatever happens, I put myself in a situation where I have zero FOMO, right? Like let's say, for example, this is actually that we come down here and we're putting in a higher low and we're going to pump up higher. If that's the case, let's say I'd missed this trade, this long trade. Now, if you miss a trade, you have to make a decision. Am I going to FOMO in at a bad entry, or am I going to wait for the next best trade? The best answer is to wait for the next best trade. But you don't even have the feeling of FOMO if you miss a long from here because you're already long. You're already long. So I'm not missing out. And it's the same with the shorts. That's why I like to schlong. You know? And I do like it. So, shout out to Jonathan Valdez who says we're going to zero. I haven't checked on Jupiter. I'm sorry. Do I enter my trades and have them be in drawdown? Sometimes I do, but the thing is, if I see the confirmations forming, then I will set limit orders, and sometimes they do go into drawdown, but sometimes they don't. So if the confirmations are forming, I am confident entering the trade. I trust Market Cipher, I really do. And whenever I feel that, whenever I don't trust Market Cipher, in hindsight, I should have trusted it as well. Because, you know, I mean, like, even like the whole like 3-hour bearish div that we had, like, and the 3 and 4 hour bearish divs, like, we had this bearish div print, and it was on and off printing all day yesterday, and price did nothing, and then all of a sudden, we come down. right? So like I trusted it enough to stay short, even though the short was in like not that much profit. And even after I entered the short, we like came back up almost to my entry, and then we came back down, then we came back up, then we came back down, then we came back up. I'm like, man, what is going on? But I do trust the indicators. I've been using it long enough to know it really is good at telling you what is going to happen in the market. It really is good at that. You know, it really is good at that. So this is the SOL long that I'm in right now from this morning, longing it right from the center point of the channel. Look at this, guys. Look at this SOL channel. Look at how respected SOL is right now. SOL coming down to the center point of the channel to the dollar, bouncing off the 0.5 fib level, bouncing off the 382 fib level. This was a trade setup that I did also give in the VIP Discord this morning. And if you do want to get into the Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. But look at that, guys. Look. Come down to the level, looking for bullish divergences. As we come down to the level, and that's exactly what did happen as we came down to the level. We go to the 3-minute time frame, and look at this, guys. Bullish div, boom, right at the level. And I hope we get a little money flow across here. I'm hoping I can get a little out of here, but I did take profit 1, stop loss to the entry. I've been trading SOL. I really like trading SOL. That was a 2% move, 2.3% move for SOL. You know, sometimes for Bitcoin, it's satisfactory after a 0.7% move. So I'm enjoying trading SOL lately. I think I'm going to start day trading SOL on the regular and switch out Ethereum and trade SOL instead of Ethereum. Because it's been 2 days in a row now. I've gotten some good SOL scalps going. Yesterday, we had that short, and today we had the long. And so let's see what happens here. Money flow is looking good. I don't know. It looks like the wave is starting to like come down a little bit here, which is a bearish sign. Bearish sign right there. I'm actually going to have to cut the stream soon, guys. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. And by the way, yeah, may God bless all of you. And receive this blessing, everybody, in the Hebrew language. I am a follower of Jesus the Messiah, Yeshua in Hebrew. And he has blessed me so much in my life. And he is the most important thing in my life. I don't know where I would be without the Lord and his mercy and his favor. And I do pray that each one of you are very, very blessed supernaturally. So receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael. In English, that means, may the Lord bless you and may he protect you. May he shine light upon you and may he have grace upon you. And may the Lord turn his face towards you and give you completeness. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. All right, y'all. Peace, and I'll see you in the next video.